Can you believe that from all the cakes from my cake book, this one was the most difficult to make? All the recipes I tried had the cake coming out super dry, and then the batter wasn't yellow enough. So I tried like 4 or 5 times until I perfected it before I put it in the book. And the reason why I wanted this cake in the book is because this is my daughter-in-law's favorite cake. So let's make this today for her birthday.
You're watching the Bare Pantry Show.
This is a very rich cake, guys, and honestly I think when Esther was growing up, she probably used to have this in the way of box cake, you know, with the little tub of frosting, but I've learned how to make it from scratch for her, and every year for her birthday, this is a special thing that I do for my one and only daughter-in-law. One and only, no other daughter-in-law. All right, so it uses 2 sticks. Count them, 1, 2 sticks of butter, because it's equal to 1 cup of butter, okay, because 1 stick is half cup. And then it uses 1.5 cups of granulated white sugar. Look at the sugar, guys, it's super granulated. And then 8, count them, 4 and 4, 8 egg yolks. Some vanilla extract, as much as you want. I think I put 1.5 teaspoons in the book, but you could put less or more. And then look, cake flour. Not all-purpose flour, cake flour. And how I did this, I spooned it into the measuring cup and then I sifted it, okay? And then baking powder, and let me see how much. Oh, show the book, Joe. It's 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm using my cake book, guys. You can show the back when you're done, Joe. Take your time. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then I need 3/4 cup of whole milk. So I'm gonna go grab the milk while Joe shows you the back of the cake book, the cover. Joe showed them the cover of the cake book so they could see the cake book. Pick up your cake book today from me. I think I have like 2. I think I have 2 in stock right now. If not, you're gonna have to go to Amazon. But I'd rather you get it from me so I can get all the money and Amazon don't have to share it with me. You guys know we tell the truth over here. Okay, so what we do, I spent a good, I would say 20 minutes this morning separating the egg yolk from the egg white, because it's a yellow cake, so the egg yolk is, the yolks is the thing that makes it yellow, plus the butter. And I normally use Kerrygold butter because it's more yellow than this, but somebody used my Kerrygold butter the other day when things got tight. And so I have to use this. I mean, it's kind of yellow. What do you think? What do you think, guys? It's kind of yellow. And if the cake is not yellow enough, I'll drop a little bit of yellow dye in there, but I don't want to have to do that. And I can't go buy no Kerrygold butter right now. Costco butter will be fine. What was I going to the fridge for, Joe? Oh, I wanted to show them the egg whites. I want Joe to read my mind. Joe. This is the perfect marriage, right? You're gonna read my mind. Look how much egg whites I have. From the 8 egg yolks, plus I did 3 eggs yesterday to make ice cream. So this is 11 egg whites right here. What are you saying?
You waste all my egg. I don't have no egg to eat.
I know Jory said he's bringing 18 eggs. 18 eggs. I think I'm tempted to make an angel food cake today out of this. But angel food cake uses like 1.5 cups of egg whites. I don't think this is 1.5 cups, but it might be 3/4 at least. So maybe we could do half the recipe. We'll see. If I do it, I'll show you it, show it to you in this video, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is get my big bowl. So we showed all the ingredients already. Not a lot of ingredients, but a lot of rich ingredients. So we're gonna go ahead and put the butter, and because the butter is not totally, see, when you press in there, it's supposed to go in a little bit more to be softened, but this is gonna work. And I just took this other one out. Look, 3 sticks of butter for this cake, because the frosting says 1/2 cup of butter, which is a stick. And then it's the cocoa powder frosting. It's not the one where you melt baking chocolate. All right, it took me, I think I made maybe 5 cakes when I was doing this cake book in order to get this cake correct, because it tends to be dry and the structure was way off because you don't have any egg whites in it. Egg whites give it structure, egg yolks give it that moisture. So look at this cake. Show this cake on the page, Joe. That's not the cake that I'm making right now, the 2-layered 8x2. This is a small one. This is 2 layers 6x2. But I went in close with the camera lens to take that picture because I wasn't finna make a big cake like that again with all these ingredients after I messed up like 4 or 5 times. Whatever I got there is what I got there. So that's the half recipe, guys. That's the half recipe, okay? So because this thing's gonna be noisy, I'm gonna just do voiceovers for when I'm doing the butter and the sugar. Let's put, oh, we're not gonna put the sugar yet. I'll tell you why. I'm gonna put the dried stuff though, okay? Baking powder with the salt.
You're gonna put garlic powder?
Garlic powder? What the heck am I making, Joel? So I want to show you why I'm not putting the sugar yet. Oh, did you see my apron? Show them my apron. Remember when we used to make aprons, Joel? Man, we used to fight. Because sometimes Joe just move ahead too fast and then miss a step, right? So this part's blue and this part's Christmassy because Christmas is coming, right? I'm looking forward to Christmas even though we don't really have money to do Christmas. It's like, you know, it don't have to be about money, right? So because the butter is not quite softened, I'm going to soften it with this first. And then I'm going to add the sugar and then beat it until it's creamy, okay? This is some of the preparation that I did before I started to make the cake. I greased and floured 2 8x2 round pans and I cut out some parchment rounds and I'm just setting them in the bottom, okay? Now let's get back to the butter. So because the butter is not really softened to room temperature, it's not hard, guys, but it's not softened enough. I set it out since last night too, but it was cold last night. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of break it up here with the beaters and then stop and dig the butter out of the beaters. You get it all out before I add the sugar, okay? Let me light the oven first. The temperature needs to come up to 350 according to the recipe. So now I've added the sugar and I'm just gonna go ahead and use the hand mixer to beat this until it's fluffy. It is fighting me, guys, because of the butter not being soft enough. But we just have to stay here and be patient with it. Okay, I think I'm going to put the ingredients down below, even though I'm going to show it to you in the cake book. I'm gonna still write it down below for you guys, all right? See how kind of beady it's becoming? It's not creamy yet. And then I'm going to add the egg yolks one at a time. The reason for this is because every time you add one and you beat it into the batter becomes more lighter and fluffy, okay? So let's go ahead and add another one. Try to make sure that 2 doesn't pop in there, but if 2 pops in there, it's not going to harm anything. Always scrape down your bowl. And also scrape off your spatula too if your spatula has like grooves on it. Scrape that off along the way, okay? So I'm going faster. If you notice, the batter is looking yellow because we haven't added anything to it yet to lighten it up, but when we add the milk, it'll lighten it up a bit. So that's why I wanted to use Kerrygold butter, but I think Jada used my butter. Okay, let's go ahead and start adding the dry ingredients. At this point, I remember putting in some vanilla extract, but I don't know, for some reason the camera didn't catch that. So I put the extract after I beat the butter and the sugar together, okay, and added the egg yolks. I always put it then because I don't want to forget to put it. But you can also put it in the milk and then put it in. So I do it in thirds. I put the dry ingredients and I kind of work it in with the spatula, and then I mix it, and then I put the wet, which is the milk. And then remember to scrape down your bowl, okay? So I put some more flour. This is the flour with the baking powder and the salt. All the dry ingredients. Always work it in first because I don't like the batter to fly everywhere. Even if I weren't running the camera, I do that because I hate cleaning up messes. Add some more of the milk. And this is going to be a very thick batter because it's not using any egg whites, okay? I've noticed that whenever the batter is super thick, the cake is super tender. See, I'm scraping off the grooves in the spatula. This is what I did every step of the way. Let me go ahead and get the batter out of the beaters. And the oven is up to temperature already. It came up so slowly. I don't know what's going on with my stove, guys. We might need to change the heating element again. We've done that once or twice before. All right, look. It's like pillowy clouds. Wow. Okay. It's kind of hard to turn the bowl towards the camera for you guys to see. It's more natural to turn it this way. All right, scrape off the spatula again. Spread it out. We don't want to knock this down, okay? Some cake batter you can knock down, you know, pick the pan up and go boom, boom. But you don't want to do that with this one. Just spread it out and leave it alone. As you can see, the batter is very thick because it doesn't have any egg whites, right? And I think it's yellow enough. I didn't end up putting in any kind of yellow coloring or dye, okay? It only has to bake for, I think, about 25 minutes. Maybe 25 to 30. I'm going to set it for 25. And my oven is taking a while now to come up to temperature. I think some heating element is going out again. Alright, I'm going to clean up my mess. This is some breakfast mess and the cake mess. And when I come back, we'll be taking this from the oven. See how it looks, guys? Okay, guys, you didn't believe me when I said I'm going to make that angel food cake. So remember I had all that egg white, right? So I measured 3/4 of a cup because the recipe in my cake book calls for 1.5 cup of the egg whites. So it said egg whites from 12 eggs. This is egg whites from 8 eggs, right? So I'm just using some 3/4. Then it calls for 1.5 cups of, oh, this is too wet. 1.5 cups of sugar. So because we're halving the recipe, we're gonna do 3/4 cup of sugar, but I have it divided like this because we have to put it into the mix divided. I've got some vanilla, I think it's 1/2 teaspoon, and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then what else did I need, Joe? Flour. All this right here is for the frosting for Esther's cake, okay? Don't look at that over there. As Joe showed it to you. All right, guys, so I have a 1/2 cup plus 1/8. So see this at 1/8? Can you see this? 1/8 of a cup. Just so you know, 1/8 of a cup is the same as 2 tablespoons because this one says 2 tablespoons. Oh, it's rubbed off. But this is 2 tablespoons. So it's the same, okay? It's 1/2 of a quarter. For the kids who are watching me, on me, Joel, on me. I'm going to be like Auntie Fee. For the kids who are watching me that say, why do I need to know fractions, teacher? This is why. If you want to bake, you need to know fractions. Let me try this again a little bit. I like this sift. You know, when I was a kid growing up in Belize, I think I told you guys this already, and Joe knows this. I used to always play shop, and I used to always be sifting dirt. I never ate the dirt now. I just sifted, put it into little bags, and I would sell things from the store. So that's why I still have a store at barepantryshow.com for you to pick up your books. Come on, you could give away a book as a gift. I know some of you have told me, I've always wanted one of your books. You can't be hiccuping behind my camera. I've always wanted one of your books, but just never had the means to buy it. Well, this is the time to get it, guys. This is not like for the sponge for the tres leches. You don't have to sift it as many times as I'm doing, but I love sifting. Joe's laughing at me. So we're gonna put, no, the salt doesn't go in this. What goes in this is this little bit of sugar. So let me get a bowl with this sugar into a bowl. All right, and we're gonna whisk. Ooh, cake is ready. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Not ready. Let's set the timer for another 15. Ooh, no.
You got 15 minutes?
I give it 25. But this oven is not coming up to temperature. See how long it takes to heat up? This oven is going slow, guys. So check yours in 25 minutes. That look like you want to boil over, all kind of thing. Oh, Lord, no. I'm telling you, $20 hand mixer. I paid $15 for this a while back, so I'm thinking they're $20 now. A $20 hand mixer will go far in your kitchen if you can't afford a KitchenAid. I have a KitchenAid. I don't even use it anymore because it's noisy. It's 34 years old. That's how old that KitchenAid is. My Uncle Les gave it to me when Jory was 4 months old. Okay, ready? So we're supposed to beat this while adding this ever so slowly into it. This angel food cake is all about folding, folding, folding. You see how long that's going to take, right? We have to beat this for 8 minutes and it's going to take a while to get the sugar in here, but you have to do it slowly like this in the egg whites, all right? So I'm just going to keep doing this until the sugar is all used up and this is beaten, and then I'll be back. This is a little bit of sugar that's left. It's taking a total of 6 minutes to work the sugar into the egg whites, okay? And we're supposed to beat the egg whites for like 8 minutes. Almost there. So there it is. Get rid of the beaters because now we're going to fold the flour and that sugar that we put together. So sprinkle some in, like 1 tablespoon. Look at my folding spatula, see? It looks like an Ovation guitar. I always tell you guys that, and I never show you the Ovation guitar that we have. If I find it, I'll show it to you, okay? All right. Keep going a little bit at a time. Just fold, fold, fold. I just sprinkled some in 1 tablespoon at a time and I folded like this. Oops, the cakes are ready, guys. Let's check. Yeah, toothpick comes out clean. Okay, I'm going to set them here to cool for a bit. And go back to my angel food cake. And I'm using this bundt pan because I don't have a small angel food cake pan. I only have a large one. You don't want to knock this down either. You want to knife through it. So here it is, done baking. It's going to look white like this, okay? It's not going to get too brown. I have to turn this over like on a funnel to just let it cool completely. But where am I going to turn this over on? Maybe like this. I'm going to turn it there. Let me see if it's touching. We have to be innovative sometimes, right? So it's turned over there. And then this is Esther's cake. It is so tender. I'm gonna have to put it in the freezer for a little while. I have the other one in the freezer right now. I'm gonna put it in the freezer and I'm gonna cut these edges off. Set it together and frost it. I have to make the frosting still. Let's make Esther's frosting. So this butter is a little bit better because it's had time to thaw out some more. The house is getting warmer with the baking of the cake, right? Add the cocoa powder. Give this a blend. Then add some of the milk, like half of the milk from the recipe. And then all we have to do is add the powdered sugar a little bit at a time and then add the remaining milk accordingly. And then once it becomes a spreadable consistency and the cake is cooled, I put the 2 cakes in the freezer for about 10 minutes each so it wouldn't crumble on me. And then I frosted the cake and now here it is. Okay guys, here's the cake for Esther. I put some chocolate chips on it just to decorate. And I always swirl through here with this deli server that I have. So this container was... it housed the cake that we bought for Jada's birthday last year, December. And I always save it for November. So if Esther wants a cake, we could put it in it. See? The cake is very tender. So I did the angel food cake and I put it in the bundt pan. And it did come out easily. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar. on top. You guys can see. Then you're supposed to like put strawberries and your favorite fruit, you know. Ooh, went kind of heavy with that. Let's cut. So I inverted it and set it on top of the stove to sit there until it was totally cool. It's kind of really sticky on the top, okay guys? Oh wow, look at that. Gorgeous. Can't show you Esther's cake because they're gonna cut it. Maybe Jory will send us a picture tomorrow after they cut it. It looks cute with that one strawberry, right? This is the Bare Pantry Show. And Esther was a sweetie and sent me pictures of the cake, guys. Today's her actual birthday, November the 19th. Happy birthday, Esther! And here's the Ovation guitar, guys. So this is the spatula, right? The folding spatula. See the back of it? It has like a, what do you call this, Josh? Like a
Slope?
A slope, yeah. So this is more flat. So it's not like these, right?
Yeah, it's all flat.
So it's weird. And I don't know why it always reminds me of this guitar. See? What do you think, Josh? Am I fooling myself?
No, I can see the resemblance.
You can see it? See how this guitar is shaped? It's kind of dome, right? This is an Ovation guitar from the 1970s. My dad's band used to use this in Belize. He gave it to Jada a long time ago. Let's hope he doesn't remember. He might want it back.
It's been long enough. It's ours now.
Yeah. See? Oh, see the name? Show the name, Joe. See up here? It says Ovation. See? That's the brand.
You look like a turtle back.
Yeah,
I know, huh?
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, so every time I pull this spatula, guys, that's what I think about. I finally found it to show you guys. Yay!